In communities across Fairfield County, people are finding inspiring and creative ways to make positive change happen. This podcast shines a light on how to get involved and move forward together. Click in and get connected. This is Project Activate. Hello and welcome to Project Activate. I'm Gregory Golda, coming to you from the Martire Center for the Liberal Arts here at Sacred Heart University. Today on Activate, we're talking about one of the most powerful tools humanity has ever invented, the book, and of course, literacy. And more specifically, how books can change lives when they reach the people who need them most. Since 2012, a remarkable organization called World Tutors has been on a mission to spread literacy and open doors to education around the world. Their team has delivered books, built libraries, and created learning opportunities for communities that might otherwise go without. Over the years, the World Tutors team has made connections with children and adults from every walk of life. To date, World Tutors has donated more than 1 million books, built libraries on 4 continents, and reached over 500,000 children in 28 countries. That's not just impressive, that's transformative. Today, I'm joined by 2 of the driving forces behind that mission, Allison Berry, founder and CEO of World Tutors, and Joelle Hood, the organization's chief operating officer. Welcome to Activate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you here. I first heard about your initiative and your company through meeting you at one of our events.
Yep.
And it's fascinating. So World Tutors is an organization where you bring students into a virtual connection with people all over the world, here in the country and around the world. Where did that idea come from?
Well, to be honest, that idea originated from one of our partners in Uganda. He was really interested in having our students work with his students as mentors and as tutors to sort of inspire them and let them know what was capable and what they were capable of in the future. And at that time, I said, we really can't do that. My kids are 15 and your kids are 15, and I have no way of connecting them between, Connecticut and Uganda. Fast forward to COVID, and of course, we realized that everyone was connecting virtually, and that in fact, our kids could connect with his kids. So we reached out again, and we were able to sort of start in 2023 with just one tutor and one student in Uganda. Gave it a shot. There were a lot of technical difficulties, but we really understood, in fact, this is an opportunity. And then from there, we began to reach out to our various partners that we had been friends with across the country and across the world through our book donation program.
So tell me a little bit about that book donation program. It's like the McDonald's of book donations, over 1 million served, right? So
yeah, so we started in 2012 just as a book club with 4 kids, and they read a book and they did one project per book that was sort of giving back to the community. And then they realized, wow, we could really just give books to the community, and they began to reach out to libraries and to school libraries and to different people who were de-assessing books, and then they gave speeches on at Boy Scouts and at churches asking for books, and then eventually boxing up books and shipping books, and it just grew and grew from there.
And you're still doing that, I imagine, right?
Right,
So,
we still are doing that.
and
yeah.
the focus of your company is mostly on tutoring at this point.
It mostly is on tutoring. We have, thousands of books that we're donating every year, but just the same, we've really realized that reaching out directly to students, with students virtually, is an amazing opportunity for the kids that receive the tutoring and for the tutors.
It sounds like an amazing thing. So, Joelle, tell me about your involvement. How did you get involved in the company itself?
Yeah, so Alice and I have been friends for 20-something years, and we've always been very close. When she was talking about the idea of World Tutors to me, I was working in mental health care and am a big mental health advocate, but thought to myself, I can give some of my time to this project as well. So I said, why don't I be your director of operations? Because I love, kind of taking things, putting them together, figuring out how to grow them and scale them and find efficiencies. So, I've been doing that with Allison since we started, kind of side of my desk. But earlier this year, I decided to take the leap over fully to the nonprofit world and became the chief operating officer and focus a lot of my time on, how can we do things more more efficiently? How can we reach more students? How can we reach more tutors? And, so like the opportunity that we had here at Sacred Heart, getting to come to the volunteer and job fair is just one aspect of, getting our name out there and getting more tutors and students.
Which is the ultimate goal.
Yes.
But tell me before we move on, you're looking at the efficiency of the operation, but that has to also involve impact. What is the impact of your company on those that it's serving?
So we've seen, just one, we see in our different tutoring sessions, just connections happening. And outside of measuring grades, we just see our mission coming to life, our mission being education through friendship. And, really students coming to sessions excited to learn. I think being able to work with someone that is closer in age is a huge factor in the success of our program, and that, it's not judgmental. It's not an adult telling you to do X, Y, and Z. It's, we really want to make learning fun for the student. And we see that. We had a student that we were tutoring last year. They were in 6th grade, but they were in the remedial program. And so we started working with them in math. And Kavi, and they, we saw them grow, and then mid-year they were put into their grade level math, and we continued tutoring there to support them. And their parent, who was also an administrator at the school, attributed fully the success to the tutoring sessions that we were holding.
Yeah, you can't beat it when somebody catches up.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the important part, right?
Yeah. And we, I think one thing that people think about a lot is, when it comes to tutoring and under-resourced communities, is that they're behind. But we also are fully ready, encourage, students that are at grade level, students that are above grade level and just aren't being challenged and want to continue growing, but again, just aren't able to afford those services themselves.
And another aspect is that our tutors and our students can be interchangeable. So we have some students who are students on one subject, but then they'll be tutors in another subject. So this is something that makes them really excited and proud, because they can maybe teach Spanish to somebody, and then that someone else can be teaching them math, and then they're all like part of the whole program. They don't feel like, I've got to just sign up for my tutoring sessions because I'm behind, but they're like, wow, I'm really participating. I'm helping another child, maybe someone younger, and then learning at the same time.
Yeah.
As an educator myself, I know the power of having peer tutoring and peer work. It's amazing.
Right, and they love the fact that it's not just like an us or them thing. They're just like they're contributing as much as they're receiving.
It's an amazing way to empower students to
Right.
learn. So tell me, we're here at Sacred Heart University for a very good reason,
Right.
and that is you need some tutors.
I do. We do.
And I think that we could probably supply some of those. We
Yeah.
have a large, sizable pool to choose from. How do students, say from Sacred Heart University, get involved with you, and then what can they expect? Because I imagine this is all online.
It's all online. We're extremely easy to deal with. They can connect with us through our website, and then after that, we would give them a form that they fill out. They would just put in what subjects they're interested in, what times, days, anything that they want to contribute. We've worked successfully with a number of Sacred Heart University students who've just been amazing. We do have all of our own materials that are fun and creative that they can use. However, we really encourage our tutors to create their own materials, because that makes it so much more exciting for them, and they're so much more invested in that. So specifically from the Sacred Heart University students, we've seen amazing, great, really fun, they make these great grammar programs and reading programs and design math programs, and they're so much more committed to teaching it, because they're not teaching like something that we gave them or something that the student arrived with from their homework, right. But they actually put the time and thought into what will be fun to engage with this particular student. And we connect our tutors, and our students routinely meet the same tutor with the same student, so they really get to know one another and they know what they like.
When I was studying at Penn State, my professor gave me an assignment to teach a subject, and I said, I know nothing about that. And he said, exactly. Mm-hmm. You will know nothing about it
right.
until you teach it. So
right.
that's a very
exactly.
strong way to do that. So that's amazing. So math, English, Having multiple languages, I imagine, is a very important thing.
You're saying for the tutors.
For the tutors, yeah.
Everyone comes with what they have, and
Sure,
so
yeah.
it's great. There's a great variety. Some people are really strong in biology. Someone else wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole, and they want to do third grade math. The fortunate thing is that we have so many needs, and that tutors come with so many skills, and so we're able to match them.
Yeah, we don't want a tutor to be afraid to come tutor. So, part of what we ask is specifically what subjects, but we also ask what grade. Are you comfortable with elementary, middle school, high school? So that they, we want them to be comfortable as well, and not kind of be afraid to hop in a tutoring session.
But those without experience should apply as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my 14-year-old daughter has tutored for us for a couple of years, and I get to hear her in sessions. So, she's actually given us an idea to create a vowel sound
For
reading tool, because she's finding, the sounds that A makes, the sounds that O makes. So, our tutors literally give us feedback or help us build things that they're seeing in real time to help their students.
These are amazing aspects of what you do as an operation, that's for sure. So we're going to, of course, put all the links down below, and hopefully we'll get some people involved in clicking on those and activating.
Yeah, we just want to let you know it's so easy and it's so fun. We've had the best remarks from our tutors and our students. They really enjoy it. So,
Allison Berry and Joelle Hood, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Sure. So thank you for joining us on Project Activate. I'd like to thank my guests, Allison Berry and Joelle Hood. To learn more about World Tutors, click the links below. For Fairfield County News, I'm Gregory Golda, and thank you for watching Project Activate.